Oh. Oh. Hey, I'm a hey, I'm a hey, day. I give thanks to the Lord, and I give thanks to the I give thanks to my Creator. I give thanks today. I give thanks in every way. I give thanks. I give thanks to the Creator. I give thanks. I give thanks. I give thanks to my Creator. I wanna thank you. I want to give thanks to my Creator. That's pretty nice. I want to give. I want to give thanks. Give thanks. I want to give thanks to my Creator. I want to give thanks. I want to give thanks. I want to give thanks to my Creator. Oh. Earlier today, they were saying, look, maybe it's the. I really think it's just my lighting and the paint. Everything's dingy in here. It's gonna make the image look worse. Oh. Oh. Oh, wait. Oh. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay, let's try this. Let's see if we can bust out that one again. I like that. I like how it sounded. Oh. I want to give thanks. I want to give thanks. I want to give thanks. I want to give thanks to my Creator. I want to give thanks. I want to give thanks. I want to give thanks to my Creator. I want to give thanks. Let's see. Thank you. Thank you for today. Thank you for today. Yeah. Oh, I saw somebody pop in there. I'm killing time as always. I guess I'll do another highlight there. I'm cooking also. Oh. I want to give thanks today to my I'm just messing. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Buckle my two. Oh, I want to give thanks to the Creator. And thank you for being there. Somebody's watching. I've seen you pop in. Oh, I'll be right back. I'm going to check my potatoes on the skillet. Don't go anywhere if you're there. Okay, hold on a minute. Was it multitasking? Oh, no. Okay, let's do that. Okay. Okay. And, oh, I don't know why I do that. I kind of just on a whim went live. Okay, let's see. Let me put my, oh, yeah, hey. Yeah, you know, I wondered about you the other day, or, let's see, what was it? A week or two ago? Probably about a week and a half ago, maybe. Well, I can't remember. I was just beating on the bucket here for a second. And right before you chimed in the chat, I had went to check on my cooking a little something, some potatoes and a little bit of an onion. Oh, but I'm kind of wanting it to be a just certain way. So, how you doing today, man? Oh, I'll be up and down. My main thing is trying to make those, trying to keep anything from sticking. Like I've got oil, you know, with the water and stuff. I'm doing great. That's good. I've had a pretty good day, comparatively to the way things have went the past little bit. I mean, nothing major. It's just my own. Yeah, it snowed here, and we've still got snow on the ground. I'm in Alabama. Oh, let's see. I think we probably. I didn't see the. I didn't see the official how much our particular area got, but I know there's probably at least 4 or 5 inches out there, or maybe a little more. Probably. I mean, I know when I'm walking, if I walk to the store, my feet are sinking in the snow about that deep. You know, like a pretty good amount. Okay. Yeah, you know, a few years ago, Texas wasn't secure in that when that big major freeze came through because, you know, Texas ain't used to getting those as often. And then, of course, that's when they found out the wind power and stuff really wasn't very sufficient. Do you remember when? Well, of course, if you lived there then. Yeah, I imagine. But like because they had, I guess over a period of years, they had changed a big portion of the grid that they were using to the solar power or to the wind. And the thing that was definitely happening, not but with them wind things, was they were freezing up and crap was happening. Give me just a second. I'll be right back. I don't know how long I'll be on here. I'm just kind of, I feel pretty good right now. Let's see. I think I'm going to turn those off. See if my little dog, or my other dog won't see him. Oh. Come on, little girl. Okay. Move, y'all. Oh, okay. Hey, I'm sorry about that. Oh, no reason to be sorry, I guess. I just know that, if someone's watching, tuning in, that I want to make sure that, you know. Yeah, so you had enough. Would you say you barely missed it? Are you saying you got some, but not maybe you didn't get it like some places? Uh, it was a pretty good storm, though. I mean, growing up, I had we lived in a subdivision, and it was right behind the school I went to, the elementary school. But you came down a hill, and the main hill into the subdivision, then you turn to the left, and we lived on a hill. And so when it would freeze over, we would definitely be sledding both those hills. Like the hill coming into the subdivision was the bigger one, so that was the one that was like a challenge, kind of. Okay, in Houston. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, when I was, I had had I had a little bit of a bout of struggles here in the past week or two of just dealing with things in the wrong way. But I made a pretty good. The picture's all right. Earlier today, I went live and someone said it was pixelated. So on my end, it's looking fine. Can you tell me? Okay, you got to go to a birthday party. Yeah, I've got I've got a new device, so I will be going live quite a bit more. I've just been stuck in my head for the past few weeks and dealing with some things. So, but I did get a new device, and I'm running like I don't have to worry about the hotspot. So yeah, you will definitely be seeing me go live more often again, because I like to communicate with you guys and get feedback and stuff. You have a good evening, man. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, William, have a good one. And anybody else in the chat, earlier today I did a live, and there was somebody that subscribes to us here, Savi Zep from Hungary. Their grandmother just passed recently. I didn't really get into the details because we were on a live stream, but he wasn't feeling good, and I asked why. I like to remind people to because this is a community, so just know that there is someone that subscribes to the channel and is in live streams sometimes in the chat. You know what I mean? And comments and videos sometimes and stuff. But they're on the other side, like I said, in Hungary. But they just lost their grandmother. Now, they did say she was 96 years old. Hey, Bearseed Farm. Or Bearish, yeah. Oh, not much. I'm just kind of just being bored a little bit. Dealing with it snowed here in Alabama. William, who just left the chats in Texas, he just left the chat. He said, I think they got just enough to they made a sled and pulled it with their ATV. I think we might have got about 6 inches here. How are you doing, man? But I was just saying to the chat that earlier today there was somebody that I was in my chat that has been subscribed for a little while from Hungary, another country. His grandmother just passed, and so I just want to remind it, if his name is Zavi. It doesn't. The sentiment is what matters. Just keep him in your thoughts and prayer. Just as I'd said earlier today, any kind of loss is not a very fun thing to go through. Now, the plus side too, I guess I could say the plus side is that she did live to be 96 years old. So that is that was kind of a, good run for a person. Busy on the homestead. Yeah, I imagine. Oh, I've been, I feel like I've been, set myself back last year, Bear Sheath. But I'm coming up, I'm trying to recommit myself to things that, I got, kind of strayed away, from. I mean, nothing major has happened. It's just from the time last year when I had a wild hair up my butt thinking that I was going to move out again and live in a tent, to realizing that I wasn't even, even if I'd had all the equipment, I don't think physically I could have done that anymore. Unless I just had the perfect setup, I could live that way, but my body is damaged goods nowadays, from all the rough and tough, heavy living I did, or, hard living. I broke my body down, in other words. But what I'm wanting to do is for this year is I'm going to try to, what I've told myself is not to talk so much about what it is I may be having in the works, and just put forth the action that I have to put forth. And when things start coming a little bit more to fruition, then you speak on it. I feel like last year and over the past few years, I've gotten ahead of myself, like, talking about what I had planned, and then still to this day not have a lot of it done. But, life happens. I hope I'm not boring you. I just kind of, I'm just happy, like, I was beating on my bucket a minute ago and just saying I want to thank my creator. I just want to give thanks today, and that's what I'm doing, is I'm being joyous, because it has been a better day. I had been avoiding things and dealing with things in the wrong way, and just like pretty much staying, like trying to avoid reality, and that wasn't a good thing. So here I am, kind of coming back to clarity, pulling myself back in after a little bit of, but it's like, I want to give thanks, I want to give thanks, I want to give thanks to my creator. I want to give thanks, I want to give thanks, I want to give thanks to my creator. Oh yeah. Oh. But, of course, that's what I do sometimes when I'm waiting for anybody to show up. I don't know who's here, but earlier today they were saying that my camera looked, it was like kind of pixelated or something. I don't know. I guess maybe, I think it was the weather at the time. Now, get over there. There ain't no reason for you to be right there. That little dog, I love her, but got some puppies probably on the way in the next few days. So that's going to be fun, and I really don't need them. And I'm going to stop being somebody that makes any excuse. I do have excuses, but there's been plenty of time for me to have had things done over the past few years that I've been here. There's a lot that I haven't got done that I should have gotten done, but I don't think anybody in particular is coming into the live stream to judge me on that. It's just making a human connection here. That's all I'm attempting to do, is make connection and share with people that this too shall pass. I know if you knew, then I wouldn't have to say so. But yeah, just remembering that through the thick of some of the times that we go through that we think are so bad, once we get through those those thick areas, 9 times out of 10, you can look back in retrospect and be like, that wasn't nearly what I thought it was. It was not such a big deal. But yeah, I just kind of like I had said earlier today that in my live chat I'd probably go live again. My intention was to, because I did get another device so that I'm not working from a hotspot now. It's like my phone's running straight off of the data, so I can just live stream like I used to. Like if I just wanted to go live, I just go live. And so I'm trying to get back into that. But the past few weeks have been a little bit of a hit or miss for me, where like there were some days I didn't make videos. I haven't been doing live as much, but I just kind of got in a funky place in my head. And I tell you the key thing, not being in conscious contact, if that makes any sense. Being in conscious contact with my creator, when I slip out of that, I don't care what I'm doing, whether, maybe I'm not doing the best in my life that I should be, but when I'm not actively being conscious of my interaction with what I know has always been there, that's when I have the most trouble. And I think that's probably, like, I can only speak for myself, but I think that's probably the key there. And a lot of the communication with the divine is not just one way. It's not just me needing to ask for something or talk about something. Hey, Last Cracker, what's up, man? How you doing? Oh. Give me a second. If you're gonna be there for a second, I'm gonna make me a plate real quick or something. Oh, sorry. I have something here I wanna throw on a plate real quick. I'm gonna eat a little something while I'll be right there. Okay. No, guys, this ain't y'all's. This is my food. I don't know if y'all need it anyway. It's just potatoes and a little bit of an onion. Okay. Okay. Hey, sorry about that. Oh. Yes, sir. Okay. Yeah, that snow was pretty good, wasn't it? I seen your pictures this morning that you posted yesterday. I posted some this morning too of yesterday. You posted yours yesterday in the group, and I did mine. Oh man. But yeah, here where I'm at, it melted off most of the, off on the main road out there, and then the road right in front of the trailer park. About halfway through the day, most of everything was off the actual main part of the road. I'm sure that tonight we might have trouble, in certain spots. As the temperature drops and stuff and you had stuff melting, it'll freeze back up. So we might have black ice and all that. Cracker, I was talking about I'd been out of pocket this past, like I hadn't been feeling like myself lately, but and then of course I was saying anytime I'm having issues like that where I'm kind of I feel out of sync or I feel out of place, it never fails. It's always because I've got out of tune of being in conscious contact. Like whether it's just a few days, but the longer I go, like if I've gotten out of sync of being like in my routine of my communication with God and stuff. Hey, Keisha. Good to see you. I hadn't seen you in a while. But usually, once I go through a period where, like, I've been kind of stuck here in the past few weeks and dealing with the things in not the best way, part of that was due to me not communicating daily in the right way. Now, I do always start my day off with thankfulness and gratefulness, and but I was stuck. There was something in me that was making me want to avoid my day. Like, I'd wake up and literally didn't care to be Keisha, it's how do I do this? Let's see. Hold on a minute. Normally, I would have had that in the. I'm gonna. It's basically the cash sign, and then the channel name with 73 at the end of it, like this. Well, hold on, y'all. Hold on a minute. Did you get what I was saying? I was going to write it down so you could see it if you really need it. Don't feel like anything has to. Okay. Well, I think you got what I was saying. How I spell it, and then I put 73 at the end of it. Like, Grey. Like, well, if you've been subscribed to the channel long enough, you know what I'm talking about. Oh. And how have you been? Keisha, aren't you out west? And I hope if anybody is, give me a, I don't know how, hold on. Okay. Okay, I got it. I checked my notification. Thank you. Oh. Yeah, okay. Well, I knew you were, like, I'm in the south of Alabama. And I don't know if the last cracker is still here or not, but he's, mine also in Alabama, but, and, by the way, he does some pretty cool music. He uploads them. He does more on Rumble. That's what I was wondering. We got snow here. Now, I'm imagining where you're at, it's probably you get it worse. Like here in where I'm at growing up, we've had some bad times, but they're more few and far in between. Where, like, you know, certain areas of the country you grow up, you got 4 feet of snow or 6 feet, you know. Like, I think we got out there about 5, 6 inches. I don't know. Okay, there you go. Cracker, how much do you think we got? Like, I don't know. In your pictures, it looked pretty, like you might have got a. It looked like a. Okay. Have you not been in South Dakota long, Keisha? Yeah, Cracker, I was saying it looked like in your pictures that. Okay. So I'm about right. Between my area and down towards Huntsville, we got anywhere from 5 to 6 inches. Like, I didn't really check. I didn't check for certain what it was calculated at the end of the. But I can just tell when I'm stepping and I'm, you know, pretty much my whole shoes going in the snow. That tells you a little bit of something. Yeah. Yeah, the Dakotas. Okay, that's what I was thinking. I couldn't remember Oh, I figured in South Dakota you might have more. It might be depend on where you're at. I thought some of the Dakotas, well, the winter ain't over yet. Maybe you have the worst part coming up. That's what I would say. I know here in the South, oh, like in Alabama and Tennessee, where I grew up in Tennessee and stuff. Sorry about the image. It's this picture not looking good. Somebody told me it wasn't looking good today earlier. Yeah, well, I'm having cramps right here in my uh right there, where the muscles are in my rib cage, kind of. I've been cramping. Okay, I just wanted to check because I think it was the weather earlier today, but they said that the pictures looked like a real pixelated. I did a live stream earlier today, and the dude said that it was coming through pixelated. But yeah, I mainly, to be honest with you, I was listening to music. What's that one song? Your Goodness is Chasing After Me. You remember that? That song was playing, and like I was like starting to cut up my potatoes and work on my dish, and oh, I know. Well, I don't know what would call. It's like it happens periodically, like every so often, and I don't know, but it'll be like a real ball. Like these muscles right here on this side will get real tight, and man, sometimes it's not. I think I must be lacking in something. I I don't have any magnesium right now. I need some magnesium. I usually take a supplement of like magnesium and some potassium. Oh, are you saying? Like I wondered about that. Like a blockage in my blood vessels or my veins. Oh, sorry. I get excited. Oh, but that ain't what it. Like I was cramping earlier today. I do need to have that look. I need to bring that up to somebody, but dang gummit, I have the. Well, I said earlier in this chat, I don't want to be someone that seems like they're making excuses all the time, even though I have. Uh, uh, Now that I will have to say that the cramping might limit on how much longer I stay on here, just because I wasn't expecting that. I tried looking it up online to see what would cause that. Maybe I know that part of it's probably dehydration a little bit. I mean, I've been drinking fluids and stuff, but sometimes you think you're intaking enough fluids when you may not be. Like I have found that out in the past. Like, or if you're drinking more water than like something with electrolytes or something in it. Like I know that I've drank enough too much water before where like my body wasn't retaining the essential things that it needed, and that can happen. It is kind of weird, isn't it? You would think dehydration wouldn't come from, you know, like, well, I drink all kinds of water, but that's different than like say someone that claims they drink a lot of fluids, and when they're considering their fluids, they're only talking about sodas and stuff. You know what I mean? There's some people. Now, I'm not judging nobody. Lord knows I don't need to. There's some people like my neighbors that will absolutely, if it ain't a soda or tea, something sugary, they really don't want it. It's almost like I grew up with a couple of kids that were like that. Their parents, like when they'd come to my house and my mom didn't want me to give out all the sodas, it had to be understand, well, why can't we get a soda? Because those were for special times. It wasn't like we didn't sit around and drink Cokes all day long. Oh. So, yeah, I'm just kind of here if I'm but I remember, Keisha, if you're still, I remember you saying, I think about 4 months ago, I want to say I remember you discussing just moving there. And I remember you talking about your daughter. And your daughter. Yeah, I was going to say. But I remember you discussing moving to wherever you're at. And I just, I don't drink a lot of soda. Like, occasionally, Cracker, I'll, occasionally, like if I'm buying, like if I'm at a restaurant, but usually if I'm at a sit-down restaurant, I'm going to get tea. But a lot of times I just get water. Because, I drink water almost, that's like, if it's not just plain water, I'm usually putting like apple cider vinegar juice in it and a little bit of lemon juice and like kind of use an artificial sweetener. But I hadn't done that in a little bit. I do have some apple cider vinegar. Oh. But, let's see, let me see what time it is real quick. It ain't that late, but, yeah, I mean, now I'll have teas and stuff, but I generally drink a lot of, like I said, water or a mixture of water with lemon juice or something like that. And then like maybe some ginger root or something. But I feel like I'm the most boring person in the world, but I know that some people do enjoy coming and tuning in here, and I enjoy the community, the people that, like Cracker, I was thinking to myself, like yesterday, I was kind of coming to a brink of where, like, I'm questioning a bunch of stuff. Like, I'm like, what am I doing? Where do I go with the channel? There's so much that I wanted to have done by now, and I haven't done it yet. And, I think today, just getting back in tune with, like, when I was listening to that gospel song, and I just started crying in there, man, and just like, I couldn't help it. I just was like, I knew that, and then also earlier today in the live stream that I did, I can't be more than boring than you. The live stream I did earlier today, I didn't know if I was going to go live. I hadn't done one in over about a week, and I went live this morning, and I was telling everybody in here, if they were in here earlier, there's a guy that views the channel from Hungary, and they were not feeling good this morning, and it was because their grandmother had passed. But I just was asking anybody to kind of keep that person in mind, whether you know their name or not, that there is somebody that's a community of the channel. That now the good, I would say the plus side to it is that she did live to be 96. But anybody, anytime you lose anybody, it's not a great, yeah, man. To be honest, I don't think I hadn't cried like I did a little bit ago. It's been a few weeks. Like I said, I had been dealing with certain things in the wrong way, like burying my trying to avoid reality. And we know, well, I know from experience, when I try to avoid reality, it doesn't matter. It don't make a difference because reality will slap you in the face. It goes, at some point, whether you like it or not, whether you wake up and go, hey, wait, I got to accept reality, or, you know what I mean? Yeah, ditto, man. It's like, I don't know. I shared with somebody, I think I shared in the live stream today, or I shared with my friend earlier today in a text message. Basically, I'm trying to recommit, even though I'm still struggling. But last night I broke down, and for the first time in a long time, and like a lot of times, all I really say is thank you to God and stuff. But last night I found myself breaking down and being like, I need help. Like, I need help. Like, not just like financial or not just health wise. I need help in general to overcome some of the things that I struggle with. And the only way that I'm going to get through that and get back to where I was a few years ago is by my communication with God. Like, there's no two ways about it for me. I'll be right back. I'm going to put this plate up. So that's been on my mind today. Oh. Oh. Like I prayed last night about, and now if anybody's here and they're not like, yeah, like I prayed for long overdue guidance. And I know I know that the Creator is always giving me guidance, but it's, once again, communication's two-way. Like if I'm not listening or if I'm tuning out by drowning my sorrows out in a bottle or something like that, then I'm not listening to God, And I feel like my message after praying last night and being like, what can I say? I need help every day. Especially with things like that. It just you know how it is, man. Things have just been so tight and struggling for just about everybody, and we're all like, and it's like the dynamics of between where we're at as like bottom of the barrel society people to the higher echelons is a big, huge difference nowadays. Like my little bit petty ass, monthly check doesn't like. Even if I canceled out all the things that I might do in the month that don't necessarily have to be done, I still would be like, I think everybody's that way. I know people working good jobs. I was talking about this last week or something. You can relate, I imagine. Everything keeps going up, but like the rate of what your income is basically about the same as, it's like you're making less, but spending more. But I was also questioning myself about, I'm just waiting to hear. I want to make sure that when I feel that I've been given the right, like the reading Colin was about being grateful, like asking when we need something, but being grateful for the answer ahead of its time. Like even if we haven't got an answer yet, be grateful for what is to come. Right, like that's what I'm saying is like I think we're all feeling that. It's just been like I say we all, meaning the world in general, but mainly talking about America where we live. And like I was so sure about myself for a while about I thought I knew everything that I got my answer today by not doubting myself. Like God, I'd been doubting myself. Like, what am I doing? Do I really have am I really a part of this plan? Like I thought I was, you know? And yes, the answer is I still am a very much pivotal part, just like we all are. And each person's part is different, you know? Like some people's part is to be grown in a certain culture and never know a certain way, or some people's born and raised a certain, you know what I mean? Like we have a lot of different varieties of people. And anyway, I don't know if that makes any sense. But I think I'm gonna get off here, guys. I I get nervous after a certain length of time being on here. Like not nervous, just like I start thinking that I'm not. I don't know. I think part of it's just about right now. I can tell that it's getting dark outside, and I'll probably eat another plate of them potatoes. I kind of just went live just to see who was around, who wanted to talk, and Cracker, I don't know if you got my number in that message that time, but I sent you my new number on Gab, but I don't know if you ever took it and wrote it down or typed it in. But I'll try to get that to you. Right, and that's what I'm trying to do. But I feel like somewhere in the past, like so long, I kind of lost a little bit of my, like, I was like really on it. But you know, that's part of life. It goes up and down like this, don't it? What I'm grateful for is today, I've had a good day. And I had an experience right before I went live that compelled me to come live, to do a live. Because I wanted to share that with you guys. Like when I was talking about listening to Your Greatness is Chasing Me or whatever, you know that song? Or is that what it's called? Anyway, you know what? It's a gospel song. And then like another song came, like I was like trying to cook, listening to headphones. I hadn't listened to music in like about a week. Like I've been in my own head and just stuck on the phone in video land, or like laying in the bed and nothing some of the days. But I got out of that today, and I got up and did stuff, and I do have some health issues I need to think about and address just coming up. Like I'm gonna try to get with my friend David from church and see if him and somebody might be able to sit down with me and try to help me put on paper some of the things I need to accomplish and try to, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really need anybody to do that, but it would be it would help me. Okay, I probably have heard that, but I don't know the name of the artist. Cause like, I'll look it up though, because what I was listening to was a playlist. Like I just typed in gospel songs or worship songs, and it just came up with like 2 hours and something of different songs. So, but on my Spotify, I used to keep a rotation. Now I listen to all kinds of music, you know that, but sometimes I'd get in a groove where I just wanted to hear gospel, and that's all I'd listen to all day long. And it would rotate all kinds of different songs, and like when I'd hear something. Oh, thanks for being here, brother. The cool thing, like I'm gonna probably end this here shortly. I know I said I was going to just a minute ago, but I was gonna say the cool thing about me getting a device to where now I'm not working on the hotspot. I can use this phone anytime I want to do live stream. I'm gonna be doing lives again more often. And also, it's cool. Like this morning, because I've done this before, where you know I was bored in the morning, or I was anxious, or maybe a little depressed, and it was like early in the day, and I had nobody to talk to, so I'd go live, and then you know a few people show up. Some of the best live streams I had was months ago, back in the more in the summertime. I was doing some live streams on Friday and Saturday night and getting quite a bit of people. That's exactly how I feel. I just turned 51, Cracker, December 30th. I think you're a year or two older than me, ain't you? But I just turned 51, and I think that had something to do with the way I've been feeling. Okay, yeah. I knew we were right, because I knew Travis, if I remember correctly, well, Travis was like when I was 18, I think Travis was in his 20s. I remember that. You know what I mean? Like, I remember being in high school and like him and the other guys in Skill to Earth were all pretty much, they weren't in high school. They were like in their early 20s and shit. Yeah, okay. That's what I was going to say is I thought that he was the older brother. But I remembered him being, you know, like when I was 17, 18 in a band playing with his, like opening up shows for his band. You know, it was like, you thought you were cool because you're hanging out with like you're in high school, like I was 18, 19 years old or 17, and you're hanging out with, the 20-something year old or whatever dudes in another band, It's weird how, like, when you're younger, age difference seems to be a big thing. And as you get older, it becomes less. It's like a lot of it for me is based on experience. If someone is mature in a certain way and they're younger than me, I can accept that. But if they're older than me and they're not very mature, then I can also accept it and not like it. You know what I mean? I've met people that were like 30 years older than me that were complete jackasses that had no clue about anything, and it was because they thought they had made it that far and knew everything. But I've also met people that were like just out of high school and had lived such a hard life already, and from the time they were 14 to 18, 19, that you wouldn't even, you know what I mean? Like they had experienced so much in such a short time, they had became a more level-headed person after going through like some things so early. Like for me, I didn't go through some of the things I went through like some people. Like I was later in life blooming, with drinking, drugs, having sex, all that. I came a little bit later, but once it happened, it was off to the races. And yeah, old souls like I was saying, like some people, like I've met older people that thought just because they were older, that meant they're wiser. And age doesn't always mean wisdom. Like wisdom comes with experience. And so like when I've met someone that was, barely even out of high school or even in high school still, but have some kind of that have more of a mature understanding of the world than some of the people that I've met in my life that were older. And I think I've gotten the point across, but okay, well, I'm gonna get off here, guys. Cracker, is that okay with you? I'm gonna wind it down. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to make me another plate. Find a little something here to watch. And love you too, man. Ditto. And like you said, you got it. You said yes, sir. You got the number. So anyway, just holler at me sometime, or I'll holler. I don't have yours, but I'll be on Gab. I hadn't been on there in about a week. Or like a few days. It'd been a few days since I checked in on there, so I knew today when I came in on there it'd been a few days. But I love you, man, and you have a good evening. And whoever else is here, y'all have a good one too. I'll talk to you soon. Ditto.